Introduction is a powerful autobiographical poem by Kamala Das, one of the India's most celebrated feminist poets. It was first published in her collection Summer in Calcutta, which was published in 1965. The poem expresses her struggles with identity, gender roles, societal expectations, and language. The themes of this poem are identity and self-expression. The poet explores her quest to assert her individuality in a patriarchal society. And the second theme is that gender and feminism. It critiques the restrictive gender norms imposed on women. It emphasizes the poet's rebellion against traditional roles. And the third theme is that language and colonial legacy. It addresses her love-hate relationship with English, the language of colonization, and her choice to use it for self-expression. Fourth theme is politics and society. It reflects on societal and political oppression. So next we move on to the summary of the poem. So the poet begins by introducing herself, stating she knows all men and is familiar with societal hierarchies. She recalls being pushed into adulthood through marriage at a young age. She criticizes societal expectations to conform to roles like wife, mother, and housekeeper. Kamala Das asserts her right to speak in her chosen language, English, defying critics who mock her use of it. She concludes with a declaration of her individuality, rejecting the imposed identities and embracing her true self. Okay, now we move on to the next topic, that is literary devices used in this poem. First one, it's a free verse. The poem is written in free verse, symbolizing her defiance of traditional constraints. Next is imagery. There are vivid descriptions of her inner struggles and societal pressures. For example, the weight of my breasts and womb crushed me. Okay, so the third one is repetition. I is repeated throughout the poem, emphasizing her individuality and her assertion of self. And the fourth is symbolism. English, it represents the colonial influence, but it's also a tool for self-expression. And the fifth one is irony. The societal roles she criticizes are portrayed ironically to highlight their absurdity. Okay, now we coming on to the next, that is tone. Okay, it shifts from, it shifts between rebellious, defiant, reflective, and assertive. Okay, next is analysis of some key lines. I was child, and later they told me I grew. For I became tall, my limbs swelled, and one or two places sprouted hair. It reflects the transition from childhood to adulthood, highlighting societal expectations tied to physical changes. The next line is, dress in saris, be girl, be wife, they said. It critiques the rigid gender roles imposed on women. And another line is, why not let me speak in any language I like? Yes, it asserts her linguistic freedom and challenges the dominance of a single pure language. Another line is, I'm sinner, I'm saint. It embraces her contradictions, asserting the multifaceted nature of her identity. Okay, next we move on to some multiple choice questions. Okay, so what type of poem is introduction? Sonnet, free verse, ballad, epic? It's a free verse. Next question, what does Kamala Das criticize in the poem? Colonial history, linguistic purity and gender roles, love and romance, nature and beauty? its linguistic purity and gender roles. Okay, next question. What does the line, I am sinner, I am saint, signify? The poet's moral conflict, the duality of her identity, her religious beliefs, her conformity to society, the duality of her identity. Next question. Which collection contains a poem introduction? The Descendants, Summer in Calcutta, My Story, Only the Soul Knows How to Sing. The answer is Summer in Calcutta. And the last question. What does the poet symbolize through her use of English? Her rejection of Indian traditions, her colonial heritage and personal freedom, her love for European literature, her need to conform to societal norms, her colonial heritage and personal freedom. Okay, that's all with this multiple choice question. So, introduction is a bold and unapologetic expression of Kamala Das' identity, her struggles, and her defiance. The poem resonates with universal themes of individuality, gender, equality, and the right to self-expression. It remains a cornerstone of feminist literature, inspiring readers to embrace their true selves and challenge societal norms. Thank you.